Another Middle Eastern battle, yeah. Kwos is from Jordan, similar to where Legend is. And I don't actually know where Latof is from. But I know he is from the Middle East as well. And the bet's going none so far. China Point's bet is still on. The prediction is still up. And it will be up throughout the entirety of this game. So get your bets in before they close down. If you get good odds, if it's pretty even, then we're gonna win some huge money. You can redeem channel point rewards. There is a bunch. You can play a sound from my soundboard. You can end my stream with 100k points. Then eventually when that comes around, I'll up it to 200k points and then so on and so forth. But yeah, let me out to Discord. So Latof's gonna start top left, Kwos starting bottom right. Kwos in a marginally better spot. But it depends how he's gonna use it. It looks like he's gonna go clockwise here. With the moving MCV strat that we don't see from Legend whenever you're starting on bottom right. He moves here, and then moves to the middle, grab the gems, and then go left. Moving the MCV. Tim vs Legend score 8-7, Zane. Tim won right at the end there. On Arctic Circle. Hey, was there an Arctic Circle? Fuck, what was that last match? I have fucking baby memory right now. What was it on? Code to Speak, yeah, Code to Speak. Yes, Kane, Code to Speak, I know you love it. Look at that. Did the drone get in? Nope, Latof defended that well. What's that spans? What's that workout? Exhausting. There you go. His gems moving towards the right side. Latof building down. Not yet. But if we're gonna see anything that we've seen Latof play Legend, we're gonna see a lot of Desos and a lot of sentry guns. Particularly because he's starting on the top left hand side of the map. Top left very notorious for not having an alleyway for mid back to your own base. So if you establish mid control way too early, your opponent is just gonna waltz in all the way to its left hand side and grab you from there. Is that a drone? Yeah, that was a drone there. 2 more factories now. Another refinery on the left hand side. Same for Latof. He really wants to get this drone, doesn't he, Kwos? But he does not get it. Fortunate. There's the building down there. Yeah, so back what I was saying. Top left being a very notorious spot that you can get abused on, especially with this alleyway on the left hand side if you establish mid dominance a little bit too early. Latof tried to push there. I think he got pushed back just slightly. Kwos gonna build down and not move his MCV. There's the radar, so we're gonna see some Desos out pretty soon. So Latof, I assume, is gonna put a sentry gun either behind the tree and then a Deso there to protect it from any drones, similar on this side and probably on the right side as well. He's gonna move his MCV here, I think, or along the top. Double drone out for Kwos, triple war factory and another ref down the line. 4, 7, 8. 7 for Latof. He's gonna get an 8 star pretty soon. Down here, I think. Passive, very passive game. Not much going on. Yeah, here, there you go. Exactly. That's pretty the sentry gun and the Deso to defend, and he sort of pushes while he establishes himself on the right hand side. There's a bunch of rhinos here, and then puts a really good defensive structure with the Connie, the sentry gun, just to help with any sort of split that Kwos is doing, like right now. Fortunately, there's a rhinos there. 2 Desos would most definitely be deployed if Kwos pushes in. 4 war factories now for radar. For Kwos, Latof still on 3. The drone gets into one of Kwos' rhino. So you see how Latof doesn't take middle immediately while Kwos is slowly building down to it? I think this is probably a good this is a good play, especially if you're top left, if you want to minimize the where's the Desert going? If you want to minimize the sort of disadvantage that you get from starting at the top left spot, you move towards the right side and grab middle for later, or eventually just move all the way to the right. But Kwos sending a huge force down the right hand side and on the left. Is choosing to ignore this little expansions down the left and right, the middle section there, because he doesn't want to face the Desos. By Mr. Deso. Doing another space here, Latof pushing in his Desos. So Latof is a very, very good camper when it comes down to it. So Kwos ready for his 5th war factory and middle gems. Latof's gonna go straight towards the middle while Kwos is gonna go towards top left, gets 2 miners out of the way. Latof sending his runners towards the left side, pushes Kwos back. Latof gonna push through here. At the same time, Kwos manages to escort his Rhino safe MCV safety towards the left hand side. He's gonna push it, trying to push away that split on the left hand side. Does he have any more units at Latof? He does not, so those are the only rhinos that he has left. Based on what I'm seeing, he is very, very, very out-tanked. Is he gonna split with the right side here, or is he gonna continue to camp? Yes, he is. So we see Deso presence at every single corner where his rhinos aren't. One single rhino, taking MCV. Kwos just strutting around, conquering the entire bottom half of the map. One, two, three, four, 5 war factories. Similar to Kwos. So we see the defensive setup by Latof, right? It's actually pretty hindering to what Kwos wants to do. Any other player would have been split by now and would have lost the game. But Kwos, being the defensive genius he is, very good setup here with the Desos. That sort of gives Kwos something else to think about. He can't drone it. He can only go with the rhinos. If he goes with the rhinos, he'll get Deso. So, bit of a lose-lose situation there if you're gonna push. But Kwos have slowly exhausted all the right-hand side of the gems. So he's gonna have to move his miners across to the left. Latof slowly going broke. He's gonna have to build all the way to the right-hand side. Now he's establishing his presence in mid because his miners are getting the gems. But the right hand side does look a little bit exposed. Thankfully, Kwos doesn't have a presence there because his gold is all gone and it's moved towards the bottom left now. There is some very, very high level stuff here. Both players not necessarily just throwing away their rhinos, they're distinctively doing very precise movements here and there. And look at that, Latof sees an opportunity on the left hand side. Goes to split, sentry gun comes out. Kwos seeing that immediately replies with his own rhinos, but the tank control on the left side slightly lacking, but he's out tank. He has to be careful there with the tank control. Pretty even. Another sentry gun comes out. That's gonna be easy. Latof on the other hand gonna take out a miner in and out just like that. Deso's gonna come in and Deso and radiate everywhere while he's out and about. Slowly spreading towards top right. And he still has a presence on the left hand side here. Another miner down while he is engaging towards the left middle side as well. While there's nowhere to be seen, the Desos are there. Kwos does get irradiated. And more reinforcements coming in here. This is not looking good for Latof being sandwiched between the rock and a hard place. So he's gonna back out now whenever he can. And he's gonna push onto the right hand side where Kwos has a couple rhinos, and I believe Kwos is gonna push on the left hand side here and go straight through it. Takes care of the Desos. He does have an army, but the mother drones coming from Latof. It's pretty scary now. The 3-way split coming in on the left, right, and the middle. Desos are deployed. This is what you mean by the defensive setup here. Kwos pushed away on the left side. He's gonna lose all of his rhinos on the middle with the Desos. And no Desos on the right hand side, but the rhinos are there to defend. This is where the defensive setup from Latof is actually really good, and he's gonna bring in his Dassos on the right side as well to help defend. But the miners are going down for Latof. These are the only working miners throughout the entire top half, maybe except for these two. But there is damage done. There you go. We see Latof selling a bunch of war factories there because he does not have the eco to keep up. So Kwos did a lot of damage there, more selling coming out from Latof. So those three miners being gone were huge, absolutely huge. That means Latof's eco is gonna keep hitting broke. Meanwhile, Kwos defended the bottom left really well, so he does have ore to go along with it. So the defensive setup there was useful to a certain point, but at this stage, you know, you're down to 2, 3, 4 miners working, and you're constantly hitting 0. So Latof will have to probably spend his money a little bit more carefully this time. He still has the Dassos at every single entry point in his base. It looks like he's joining a bunch of miners as well. Fortunately, that miner was mining nothing. The only way Latof can win now, probably keep sniping the miners on the left hand side. That's the only real opportunity that he has. There's nothing on the right. You can snipe a bunch of war factories, but he still has some on the left. There you go. Exactly as predicted, Latof tried to snipe a miner there. Kwos good on the defensive. Latof throwing away his tanks with some dodgy tank control there, but he is out-tanked. And he's gonna get the working miners on the middle here with the elite coming out. That is a very good trade from Latof, and now you see the defensive setup coming into play. Gonna deploy the Dassos there. Pop goes. Kwos is tanked. He's gonna power on through the bottom right hand side while Kwos tries to move on to the right hand side. But what is he met with? Even more Dassos. Bit of lag coming through here, but Latof actually doing really well. This is, I've been saying about it, the defensive setup is working, and there you go. Kwos finally calls GG's. Yikes. I'm telling you, boys, the defensive setup is pog. The defensive setup is absolute pog. I mean, muscle memory, if muscle memory has you, like, muscle memory has you attack whenever your opponent is coming in. So if you have tanks on the other side of the map, you want to go in while your opponent's in your base. That way you can come to a trade, do some damage while he's doing damage to you while you're defending. But because of Latof's Dassos are there, Kwos' muscle memory was to like, okay, I'm gonna go in here straight away because he's attacking my base. So to get use of his tanks and not sitting down there and defending. So his muscle memory, but then the what you call it, the Dassos and Latof, just oof. And he's only done that in Heck as well. I've seen it done it on Path Less Travel, but on Heck it is a really good setup there, especially when it's top left. So some I'll probably be copying that whenever I'm playing Heck now, top left. I'll just camp out, not take middle so far, and just span all the way to the right side. Maybe that'll win me the game, who knows, who knows. I'm emotionally, I thought we losing 20 about 40, but we can't be readjusting again. Come on, Valve, no balls. It's up to 40, yeah! This is real money. Put it on a tab. I'll buy you a drink. That's fine. Set it as that. Yeah, that previous last match was what I was saying about. Oof, good. Minor control. That previous last match is what I was saying about. Oh, Tim, look. Wait, is that the actual Tim? Wait, I thought your Twitch name was Tim Koenig. Let me double check. When was that account created? Okay, 15. Wait, no. Created January 5th, 2011. Okay, it is here. Bad build order by Kwos? That's my Facebook account. Ah, okay. I see. And he's built up. Yeah, he needs to move NCV for sure. He needs to get these. Yeah, Kwos, sorry, Latof already moving towards the middle. He's on 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6, well, change password because I forgot for 68 time. Dude. Let's get a auto password thingy. That'll help. Yeah, what was I saying before this? Fuck, I forgot what I was saying before this. God damn it, Tim. You made me lose my chain of thoughts. I think the build down is actually a little bit better because you're already putting your racks there in the power there. Might as well just put a warp factory and rest on there. They need to move. Oof. Bad control there. So Latof is now being the aggressor in this map. Considering how he was definitely not the aggressor previously. See how that goes. Tim. One more oof. Yeah. So many drones in here, dude. But watch, yeah. Kwos finally moving up to his 4-4 factory down. He is 2 war factories down. Latof is 2 war factories down. He's gonna get outproduced really soon. He needs to get some war factories up. He's choosing to go with the radar because that's Latof, Mr. Desolator, right? He's gonna make some desolators to help him defend more than attack. But Kwos is spinning on the left hand side. 3 miners prime target here. While he sees that Kwos is Latof is actually preoccupied. Uh-oh. War miner under attack. War miner under attack. He's choosing to go for the rhinos as well. Don't know if that was the choice here. And in the end that split came up to nothing because Latof has tanks right there. He's not gonna be able to get a miner, he loses instead. Oh, he loses instead indeed. He loses 1 miner and a war factory and a rev on the right side. He's gonna have to rebuild. Tank control around the cliff is not that great. Latof can easily slither his way out of there. Meantime, he's moved and Kwos has moved as well. Very good trade for Latof and he's going back in on the right side. So despite being 2 war factories down, his damage output is actually a lot better. Tango trying getting another 2 miners out of the way. He can get the last one out of the way as well. He needs to pay attention to his base, so there is a Deso right there. Get the miner! Too preoccupied. Way too preoccupied. Click that miner and the miner will be gone. Saves it. Latof loses 1 miner in the meantime. It is a game of micro right now. Finally, that miner is still there. So 2 miners down for Latof on the left hand side, and he pushes away. But the expansions there from both players actually helped them in the eco despite losing a bunch of miners. It looks like Kwos can't handle Latof, but I don't know, man. I don't know. MCV cell. Yeah. I think it's down on eco, I think. Can't see the fucking eco red like it. Yeah. So this MCV, he is down on eco, losing too many miners. Latof literally never sells. Unless it's a 2v2. But Latof being the aggressor here is actually working out pretty well. And Kevin's being a very narrow map in wherever he goes. So 2 Desos will easily take cover this area, and even this area, and even the choke points here. So it's definitely in favor to Latof there with the Deso usage from him. Oh, getting a miner. Oh, I believe that miner was full as well. Yeah, Kwos falls to south MCV. He does have a service depot, so he can rebuild it if needed to. But the Desos on the right side aren't there to help. He's gonna bring in these reinforcements throughout the left while he's making a push in the middle. Latof is a really good start here. He's gonna Deso the tanks while he's there. good chip damage off. And he repaired the refinery as well. What I mean. I think Latof's gonna push on the right side now. Yeah, Kwos predicting that will happen. He's gonna spam a bunch of drones. And another engagement that Latof seeing that he's gonna come in the Congo line. Try to take advantage of that, but with a tank deficit of so much, he can't capitalize on that. The split that was going towards the right side now gets pulled back with the Deso being deployed. What does Kwos have at the back of this? More rhinos incoming. And the drones from Latof! Immediately changing target. Kwos is having a really hard time trying to deal with this Deso. And the tank numbers. Even though Latof was down 2 war factories very early on. And Kwos was forced to sell his MCV because he went very heavy war. Got his miners shot down. For the sell, but he does have a refinery in good position, so his eco shouldn't suffer too much. Bit of bad control there. Oof. Yeah, Latof can definitely take this fight. He is. You see how he went in a straight line across and then in. There's some textbook tank control right there. He went in a straight line, then went all in, so all of his runners are in a very good positioning for a very good position to all of them to attack at once. You know, it's gonna move down to the bottom right, more eco for him. Oh yes, oof. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, so there's service depot that shows that he really needs the money and he can't take the trade now. Latof surely has some desos. Okay, he doesn't, but he should be able to take this pretty easily. Yeah, Latof's gonna hide his NCV now, move all the way top right. So he's definitely gonna win the trade here. That's GG for Kwos. Yep. There you go. Very hard fought and a very good match. Well, Latof takes the second one. Connor, no MCV game over. I wouldn't say so. You must be a new player. Yeah, Connor, chill, Connor, chill. It's Monster knows this shit. He's been in the scene a lot longer than you have. So don't come and start talking shit to my friends, man. Connor versus Steve. Connor, you've been playing since for 2 years. Steve has been playing for like 20. Or maybe 15. I don't know how long Steve has been playing this. Steve's a no man, so. Anyways, Desert Island. Actually, Connor, where the hell did you find me from? I appreciate the compliments. I noticed that you just followed me a couple days ago. And never really knew where you found me from. I know everyone else found me through Discord and the other channels, but... Yeah, look at that. Latof already making a play towards the middle. The drone is out. Kwos sees that he's gonna go towards middle. Yeah, and forced to deploy there. Honestly fun scene for RA2, yeah. This is reason I suck, dude, I feel you. It's all a matter of if you're playing this game competitively. And Steve is a veteran at that, so I wouldn't necessarily talk shit on him. Now we've got 3-2 on gems. Latof has already moved to the second level, so he's not necessarily building towards gems here. But if he's building towards here, he's surely gonna build towards the middle. But Kwos is trying to deny that with that drone right over there. Bergie, alright, absolutely right. Oh dear. 20 years older than me means that, Connor, you're probably a teenager, which is nothing wrong, but you wanna calm down on the trash talking there when you say you know your shit, but there's tons of veterans here in chat that knows a lot more than you do. Whose alt is this? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I think the account was recently made. It was made in August 24th this year. Who knows? Who knows who might it be? But yeah, Latof taking care of the drones towards the middle, and you see wherever he goes, he plops on a war factory. That's mainly to help him with the defensive setup. Having a war factory prime wherever you go, wherever your miners are, means that you can prime it, get your rhinos out, get your drones out. That'll help defend a lot easier. And Kwos actually going for a more traditional modern build, going towards the gems area. I think it's probably gonna build even further up. Meanwhile, Olaf or Latof already has a setup in the middle. So advantage is definitely towards Latof. You gave your opponent, not really gave your opponent, but Latof took control of middle. That means that he'll be able to dictate the game from here, and there's that 4 rights and the Deso. We've seen this plenty of times before. Kwos already at a disadvantage here. You don't want to give Latof map control because he can cut you off wherever you go. Especially if he moves down here and you are literally confined to your left side of your of the map. What can he do here? I don't know. He could probably contest middle and move here. Contest it, don't let him take full map control. Refine him, sort of confine, that's what I'm looking for. Confine him to the top right hand quadrant of the map and spill him, which is what Kwos is doing right now. Yeah, you see the defensive desos again. Double Ds, one up front, one on the top, one towards the middle here. And that's it, that's being deployed. That's gonna push Kwos back. Excuse me. Bad pathing there from Latof's tanks. Those sentry guns being down doesn't mean that the drones can come in and deal with the deaths pretty easily. Now Kwos has an opportunity to move after 5 war factories, and Latof should be down 2 war factories. Yep, 5 war factories to 2. Kwos might be needing to sell once again. 4 factories means that you will be producing quicker. Oh, Kwos getting caught out there in terms of tank control. Conga line once again. Very good control there from Latof going through the sheriff. What's up, bro? Thank you for the raid, my dude. Hope the stream went well. Sheesh. Take my shit to raid. Nah, dude. I'll raid some, dude. Shitty or not, I appreciate it, dude. Yeah. Small channel. We were all small channels once in our Twitch career, but oof. Big oof. That was really back and forth there. Kwos getting an elite and taking all of Latof's tanks, but Latof has built another refinery in the middle. Refineries do not generate money, Latof. You don't wanna sell those for money whenever you can. Kwos is gonna move towards the bottom now. Yeah, Kwos is actually doing really well here. He is contesting from middle, doesn't want to give Latof the entirety of the map control. So this is, I would say perfect, but this is a very good play. Very, very good and very smart play. Oof. The thing is now, his eco is gonna be in question. Having 5 war factories on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miners is okay. And now he has more miners on gems, so we'll see Kwos's war factory numbers come into play really soon. He's gonna deso the tanks here. Fortunately, the the lag, the input lag that didn't help really well. So now Latof is in trouble. Kwos got the middle. He has 5 war factories to your 3. He's gonna have to track back and get some eco on the right hand side. He's giving up map control in the middle here, bringing everything back. Which is questionable for sure, but he has to do something here. And it's gonna split up his stance. Kwos gonna go for the miners that are not working. Latof tried to go from middle, but it's gonna pull back now. He needs to save these miners. These miners were meant to go along the top. Oof. I need to stop saying oof. Dude. Yeah, now we see that radar, so we're gonna see deaths coming out from Kwos as well. So that split getting 2 miners out of the way. Can pop another ref here and probably micro these miners along the top. So Latof's early game lead here with the middle. is slowly dwindling down. The microphone, the miners are not there. 2 miners go down. Kwos slowly overwhelming Latof here. This is where we see the 5 War Factory advantage come into play. And he's gonna spit out, pick up the rest of the rhinos. The miners, sorry, and Latof calls GG. First thing Kwos showing some play, yeah, he is. He took his time. Took his time, calculated his movements, and eventually came out with a dub. Dry heats. This is Latof's bread and butter. Bread and butter. It's bread and butter. So he should be able to abuse the Desos out here. No one making super weapons. Connor, you making that statement just signifies how much you don't know much about the pro game, but it's okay, dude. It's fine. I'm just messing with you. I don't actually mean any harm. Supers are, from what I remember, Latof is still being just exactly, Tim. I'm joining Connor now. I don't play 1v1s. Supers are a liable situation, but in any case, mass war factories and rhinos always beat super weapons. You can always outrun an IC, you can always rebuild your rhinos, but if you don't have the number of units to do any damage, then yeah, definitely Jones, we know that by now. If the yacht continues, probably get a ban sooner or later. Thank you for what? I'm eventually gonna ban you anyway because I hate having alts in my 2-shot. Let's see. Perfect build out from Kwos. He's gonna build down to his Latof choosing to build a barrel is there. Doesn't choose to build a refinery for the main reason that he wants that barrel is there to get his Desos out to protect his miners. Fully remove to get our rolls for the yeah. Yeah, Latof is really good on this map. This is his perfect map pick every single time. But Kwos seems to be getting the upper advantage there. Using that sentry gun as bait. Another sentry gun out now. Latof being overwhelmed here. More rhinos coming out though, so Kwos doesn't have much time to stick it in there. Oof. Another oof from me. And that's double war factories from Kwos. Latof needs another war factory to keep up with it, but if the trend follows, then Latof should be down some war factories. Yeah, that's the second one out. Got 3 minus to 4. So that's probably gonna build another refinery onto the right hand side. You do have 2 oils in this map, so miner count should be lesser than usual. But exactly what I say there, that forward rise is there for a reason to get the Desos up. Change the Twitch bio, I'm the worst I've ever seen. Dude, I am actually pretty bad at games. I just play for the enjoyment. Sometimes I pop off, most of the time I'm just playing for the fun of it. I see that Deso and Connie combo again. But not Kwos with his own Desos. But he doesn't have the Connies with him, so he might lose that Deso. Oh, the drone goes into attack instead, and Latof can counter with his own. This is what I'm talking about. Dry heat. If you're not careful on the cliffs, you will lose your tanks to his Desos. And look at that, he's going to a prime position here. In between the gaps. He doesn't have any drones to help it though. So he's gonna get that sword, especially around the cliffs. That's very painful. You look at that, the amount of time that the tank is going to cliff, and he gets the drone in the miner. Look at that Deso play there at Kwos. He has nowhere to go. The sentry gun is out a little bit late. He's gonna brave through the desolation, the radiation, the meteor creation. And even though Latof is out tanked there, most of the tanks are smoking. So he can't take that fight. Tanks are about half health there, and more tanks coming in. Good use of sentry guns to help defend. Very close here. More reinforcements coming in. Kwos' war factory is primed that way further back, and now he replies with his own deso. But Latof knows more than that. Gotta go for that miner instead. What a push from Latof there. A lot of smoky boys there, exactly. That is peak Latof right there. Knowing the map like the back of his hand, knowing what targets to pick, and having the service depot out to repair. Look at that with the split down to the left-hand side. Wanting to get a miner, but it's a matter of sentry gun instead. This is a very even match at this point, actually. Make it glow, guards up. Oh, you're not a VIP god. There you go. Yep. As I was about to do that, more green glow coming in and Kwos his head enough that out of way to get. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. So, bro, you're back. Excuse me. Excuse me. There you go. Can you veto the veto? No, you can't. Because this isn't elementary school. Yeah, I haven't seen Latof play against an allied player actually. So I was interested to see Tim against Latof. What if I'm offended? I'm offended. You're racist. Shut up, bro. Yeah, and the funniest thing about nowadays is people want to get offended for someone else on their behalf. People get offended, but they don't want to do anything to change it. They're like, wah. They're exactly like, wah. I'm offended. Wah. Wah. Yep, and so now both players going for their smaller gem patches. The paradrops are out from just Latof, not from Tim. And the Rex is there. I get a high legit time I'm offended one time, so of course you are. Why did you do it, Brian? Why did you offend someone again? Yeah, I'd say going into that building probably the last minute result because the barrel is there. And he's gonna get drone. Latof going with a very early aggro there. He defends and gets a drone into, but unfortunately he could have gotten that miner out of the way. Unfortunately, fortunately actually, he does get that miner out of the way. Anyway, he gets drone but says it was service depot. Called him an idiot over something political. Well, bruh, it's your fault for calling someone an idiot when it's a political debate. Come on. Come on, bruh. You don't throw insults in a political debate? What are you, like 12? That was a very good push by Latof there. Gets a drone in falling out of a rhino. That causes Kwos to lose a miner with full gems. Full gems. Now second war factory is coming out. He is still on 3 minus. Kwos is on 3 as well. He was on 4, but he's now on 3. That paradrop again being thrown away. Paradrop on Kwos actually using as fodder, but doesn't really use it that well. 4th miner coming out now from Kwos. We'll see a 4 from Latof at the same time. Yep. He knew it was beyond repair? Yeah, maybe. Dude, imagine calling someone an idiot in a political debate. Not me. Alright, radar is out, so we're gonna see the service. And another drone. Jesus Christ, Latof. Yeah, he's gonna walk to his top, plant to the ref on there. Oh man, Latof has been fucking on fire at the moment. Drones left, right, and center. Then getting sniping a miner as well. Does get the repair, but that's a lot of mining time for him. We call it radiation. The fuzz was funny, yeah. Oh, there you go. Droned him back. His new juice. Right, that's trademarked by Oh Snap. It's not by you. The song was made by by Oh Snap. Wasn't made by you, so he has a trademark. Yeah, defended that well. Felt like he was backed into a corner and nothing back in case someone instead played a offended card. Yeah. That's my voice. Oh dear. It's like content, right? It's exactly like content. But it's my face. Yeah. Oh. Latof just a little bit late on the tank control there. Kwos saw the conga line and tried to go in. But I just decided against that. There's the Deso with the radiation. More minutes coming out, another power drop down the top right. 3 war factories, huh? Latof has 2, and the power drop is not being dealt with. Loses the power, he's gonna lose his racks at the same time. Yikes, Latof. Luckily he isn't low power. And are they moving? Yeah. I think Latof is gonna attack up. Yeah, exactly. Now he's low power. He's gonna get an IC without that nuclear reactor. I don't know what Kwos was doing right there. But he's gonna move to his NCV2 SC top left to get the expansion point. Unfortunately, he's just gonna deploy there to save himself. Bunch of drones come out to do the death, so now that new character is up and IC is in play. It is in construction. Oof. Latof, pay attention to your drones, man. Here's the IC. On 2 war fractures as well. Meanwhile, Kwos is on 3. So Kwos hasn't been able to use his IC advantage, tank advantage yet, but it looks like he's about to use it now. This is exactly what you want to do when you have more tanks than the other player. Send them out, make your individual fights a lot easier. So he's gonna win the top fight and the bottom fight is gonna be even. So, a lot better. Yeah, Latof tried to move but did not ride the top. Kwos is gonna dominate along the top there, having way more tanks than Latof does. And he's gonna lose 2 minutes along with it. His main target is to obviously get the IC out of the way, and he does. Forces the cell out of Latof and gets the lab out of the way, so that is exactly 100% worth. Good stonks right there. Latof gonna try to hit him straight on, head on. Is he gonna sacrifice himself for the MCV? Oh, he's gonna go for the miners. There you go. Miners and gems are full. Good trade, but he has to be careful here that he doesn't lose his tanks. He's gonna do the smart thing and go in a clockwise direction. Bad passing there from the rhinos. He's gonna try to hit down bottom while he can, but Kwos defends that well. Yeah, he learned one thing how to defend the bridge. Oh, there you go. That's what I mean by using the choke points really well. But oh, tanks, man. Way too many tanks for him. Yeah, he's gonna lose the fight on bottom at the same time. Okay, somehow wins that. Oof. This is a very messy game, actually. Not a real one. I think he's gonna get a sandwich in the middle here. Yep. And the reverse sandwich is gonna come in. Kwos, anything? Any spitters in chat? Nope. And Kwos just backs off there. Yeah, very messy. I prefer Ronaldo, but you know. It is very even, yeah. Very messy, very even. Both of them had the advantage at one point and then loses it. Cowbell? We need more cowbell, dude. That's a... He's all the time just like, fuck that shit, I'm out. Yeah, Latof is now on the disadvantage. He is broke because he didn't move towards the bottom. Kwos already got his top left expansion solid, so he has some gold enough for him to last. And look at that. This is where the war factory advantage comes into play. Latof at 2 this entire game, Kwos at 3. 4 now. And he's gonna take the trade. He's gonna be defending this with all of his life, but he dead slows his own units. The drone's not coming up from Kwos. So literally a bait shot right now. Oh, can he defend his MCV? That last tank juice does pop. But Kwos now should be able to pull back and defend his last war factory. He's not looking good for Latof. Yeah, he calls GG. Messy game. Of course, pulls it back 3-2. So each of their map picks have been really worth it. Yeah, see, 2 for 69. You baboons! Don't call my chat baboons, you fucking idiot. You're the baboon here. Jermaine, 43, you look good. No, I'm 32. You're a king baboon. Says the biggest streamer in this platform for the community. Mr. Verified. Why didn't you get a games with no laggers for once?
Yo.
Yeah, Divis. Thanks for the bits. I am 32 years old. I'm not 43. What's up, Koji? God 69, nice. Well, you look young, thank you very much. I looked a lot older when I was younger, and now I look young when I'm a lot older. 1 year younger than dog. Fine, I'm not 32, I'm 23. Flip the numbers around. I'm 23, I was born in 99. But the difference in build here, we're seeing on Snow Valley. Kwos using to go towards the middle. Latof is gonna build downwards. Man, I share my build, people think I'm still 18. Dude, Tim, that's the entire reason why we grow beards, right? We want to look old. We don't want to look like a fucking young boy that just hit puberty, growing strands, you know. Yeah, Brian is right. I'm 23. Oh yeah, 24, 23. Let's see. Yeah, 70 pull up because you'll see that drone. I might just... That's his drone, right? No, that's Kwos' drone. Yeah, it's gonna bait the drone. Get it to repair. Not that big of a deal, but that is a lot of time wasted. We're on 6 miners now. 3, 4, 5. Well, that's off. Well, 6, 3, that's 3, 5, yep, he did manage to get a repair. The Snow Valley is actually a kind of a buggy map actually. People have often complained that the map is kind of buggy, there's a lot of input lag on it. So I don't know whether this is the usual, or maybe it's just the Armageddon version. Just doing a drone there. And I'm saying that the old school build was bottom right compared to the build when you go middle immediately. There's a significant difference in build. Like you see your Kwos expanding towards the right hand side because he went middle early. Kwos going middle late, that means that he will expand to the left hand side, get the gems a little bit later when he could have. This is considered safe ore. The ore is in the back of your base, it's safe, your miners won't get picked off unless Kwos literally proves me wrong and goes straight for the miners. Of course not going on the aggressive. Latof is forced on the defensive. Don't know if you want to do that against Latof, but considering how Latof is behind in the tank numbers right now, because he went bottom right first, hasn't repaired his MCV either. Instead of going middle first, Kwos has the economical advantage for sure, going on the right side with third war factory. Very green there. Second war factory only for Latof, and he can out-tank and win this fight in the middle really easily. And Latof sleeping on the right side as well. 3 miners are prime in target here. It is hunting season, boys. Kwos going on a rampage there, unfortunately loses all of his tanks. But Latof defending again with a bunch of sentry guns. No miners are lost from the bottom right hand side. Well, the reinforcements are here, and are here to stay. 2 desos, again in the middle, getting desoed. Again, pushes Kwos back, but the damage has been done. 2 miners are down here, none from the bottom right hand side. But it is looking pretty grim for Latof. Bugged War Factory as per usual, 20-year-old game. He is again down on the Rhino counts. I've seen this time and time again. The pure reason for this is he is behind the War Factory, and he always goes for the early radar. Pushes back the top bottom right movement, but the middle here, he's gonna lose another miner. So he's down to 5. He's down to 5 miners now, none of them on good working ore. He's gonna take a trade there, but realistically this is the end of the game. It is purely down to the different builds that we see here. Latof going early radar on 5 miners. When you have 5 miners, you realistically should be on your second or third War Factory by now, getting a bunch of rhinos out. But Latof is old school, man. He goes for that deso and that build towards the bottom right. He never expanded, never touched the gems or the gold on the bottom left. And the Kirov is there with the IC to rub it into the face of Latof. Yikes. There you go. There's a GG. Should move those 3 miners in the middle. Yeah, I should have done it. Those miners are mining dirt like very long time. But this out tanked really. He went early radar. Didn't really need to on that map. I understand that he does it for the defensive sort of setup. It's not really a good one. And he's on the shitty spot as well. And Yellowstone. So we saw Latof play on this map before. And the thing that really baffled me the most was that he didn't really use, nor did he capture the paradrap, which means I didn't get those gems. Ask me anything, ask you anything, what is your real nickname and why are you using an alt? That's what I want to know. Latof seems to be now capturing that paradrap. Should be no G8. Gentleman's agreement by default. Kwos is gonna have to destroy that tree by the power drop to get his second patch of gems. He didn't actually say that. Did you ask me anything about the game? Nope. You just said ask you anything. And that's what I asked. And you have to answer now. Yeah, going 0 once again, and Latof is actually getting his gems. That's a good start for once. Fortunately, Kwos is drone there. Good micro there from Latof. So going 0 is very typical on this map. You have 2 auras, you have some gems. A lot of gems actually. Well, some gems, not really a lot. But you wanna spam out the rhymes on the side and then spam refineries actually. Drones is not really effective there. The both players on their third refinery, that should come up pretty soon. Please don't tell me he's going radar. Okay, there you go. Third refinery is up. What's up, Nick? Drone's damage. I'm not sure where he's building to. He hasn't garrisoned that building yet. Kwos tried to get some damage off on the oil. I'm gonna defend that. Yep, he did garrison that, so he's safe. Yeah, another program on the right side as well. It's Mikos. Why Mikos? Get the fuck out of my mind, man. Kwos doesn't really expand there, but he literally just built his refinery on there. Latof pulling back all of his rhinos to deal with that. That gives an opportunity for Kwos split up and get rid of that oil. Big mistake there from Latof. He's gonna build a service depot to repair his drone, and the radar is up. So he's on 3 minus. No oil. Kwos is on 4. Yeah, false because. Why do I keep saying your name? It's because you played with Latof, that's why. Literally the first match of Latof that I casted was with you. 6:30 in the morning, okay. Gonna have to go after this. Sentry gun finally got, so he can afford to use that paradox. Doesn't need anything there. Paradox from there not getting much. So he has spent it down here, gets his 4th miner on a fresh patch of gold, sorry. And Mikos has spent it from his oil. So Latof's next move should probably move towards the bottom right, get some gems and some gold over here. But it's a pretty passive match actually. Thing is, he hasn't gotten his gems here, of course. Hasn't destroyed that bridge, and I think Latov is gonna go onto the cliff and get that. Yeah, he's gonna use the sentry guns to defend. But he should be able to get a paradraw out of the way really easily. Gonna get the oil. Oh, the oil. I think it's too far away from the war factory. Trying to get some damage out of the tanks as well. Doesn't get that. And he's gonna run away here, but the desert is there to help him. Paradraw goes down without the refinery. That means Kwos is gonna lose out on the gem, so not really good economical wise. Economy wise? Economical? Economy wise. From Kwos there. He's gonna go in for the oil once again. Not sure why. Yeah, the 4 rats for a desert, but not sure why Kwos isn't just running through. I think he'd probably because you see those 2 deserts are there, so what Latov is gonna do is just gonna back off and then deploy the deserts. Oh my god, he's gonna die for that oil, doesn't get a war factory, but a lot of his sons are smoking and don't know whether that's a good decision there. It's a huge disadvantage there to Latov if Mikos, fuck's sake. If Kwos decides to go in for that, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smoking boys right there. Yeah, I shouldn't have died for the oil with that desert right there. It's a big mistake. So I think what Latov is gonna do now is he's just gonna Kwos, yeah. He's just gonna chill and let Kwos sort of exhaust his own ore. But fortunately he does move top left. So he does have that advantage eco-wise. Latov has not moved bottom right. He's defending with his life here, he's out-tanked. Deserts are coming in, Paradraws are coming in, so let's see how the tank control holds up. Latov being the aggressor, that's not really a good idea. The deserts are there, he's gonna be deployed. But unfortunately it doesn't get deployed at all. If Kwos goes up the cliff there, it's gonna be met with 4 miners that are gonna go down surely. That's 1 miner, no miners down, 1 miner down. Uh oh, Marco your miners, 2 miners down. And he loses all his rhinos and Latov loses that fight. He actually they have some respect. Okay. Mikos OP, yeah. Dude, that would be a good 2v2 name, isn't it? Mikos and Kwos. Mikos. Ivan is fair, yeah. But unless your name starts with a P and ends with an F, you're not gonna use them. So we saw this with Tim and Legend. And I mentioned in that game that the way Legend sets up on this map is he would go for he would go for the gems over here. He's gonna terror drone all these cars, build up towards the gem patches, and then take mid from the barracks there. What happened? You have a 2v2 ladder Mikos here. Yeah, hopefully that 2v2, that clan ladder actually comes down to it. And it has an observer spot. God damn it, RA2. Yeah, so Olaf's, Latov's plan here. Latov's setup on this map is actually really good. He goes for that early radar. And then he'll take control of middle. Then plant some deserts with sentry guns there. And then eventually he'll move down across the water here onto these patch of gems. So instead of going around the back, which gives up some sort of map control. Ooh! Oh! Oh no! Oh no, me! See, I almost said Mikos again. Well, that's off, man. Yikes. Bad trade there from Latof. From bad for Kwos actually. Goes a drone and then falls out of a rhino. But yeah, he's not gonna go around the river here. He's gonna go straight down the mid, which maintains his map control, obviously. Yeah, good control there from Latof. And it looks like Kwos is gonna do the same, but it's gonna be slightly late. And Latof never ever takes his paradraft because he doesn't need it. Latof is yellow, yeah, and all of them are on gems. Don't know what you're on about. But yeah, Latof is slowly gonna go to hospital. Get the war factory out of the way. Good snipe. He might lose a couple rhinos along here. No Desos as well to help him. He's in trouble. Where is the early radar, Latof? He's gonna defend with the sentry guns. And a lot of the tanks are smoking, so he should be fine there, especially the sentry guns as well. More reinforcements coming out, but that was definitely not a good trade there. I initially thought it was, but he stands for right here. Yeah, caused a little bit of an overcommitment. He should have just chased him until out of mid and then just back off from there. But sentry guns will always be there. Double drone now from Latof. All of a sudden you lose a fight and then you're gonna get double droned. One drone in. Two drones in. Oh no. Out of nowhere, man. In the middle of the game and then a double drone comes at you. Is that... Okay, I thought Kwos was gonna go in there, but he brought it up. They running over too easily. He's gonna get drone himself. But losing one miner isn't that big of a deal when you have mid control. So lost one miner, saves one. So Kwos is down to 2 miners. All of a sudden, he's down to 2 miners. And Latof saves his drone miner as well. He's gonna build another refinery in the middle here. And now Latof with a ton of map control. With the Desos. It is almost game over. Kwos tried to follow up with the miner that's drone there. I believe he's gonna get it. Unless the service people come into clutch. Right in the middle. Ooh, match point there. So yeah, Latof has to do nothing. Yeah, Kwos immediately calls GG. And for the second time today, we are going the full best of 9. Best of 15, best of 9. If you play with me level 11, then I'll take final game. Max, after you lost to Zane, I don't know about that, man. After you threw your series against Zane, I don't know if that's a true statement anymore, man. It's only funny when there's a little hint of truth to it. Yeah. But we'll see what the Kwos will come up with an OP build again. Still like my rematch against Mako AVA. Yeah, we'll see. The Allied Champion. I mean, if Tim and Mako, if you two want to play your match AVA, I'm more than happy for it to go that way. But I think Mako would actually like a proper match, like any factions go. There you go. Alright, both of them are moving towards the smaller gem patches. Excuse me. Double drone from Latof? Yep, double drone. Was actually moving a bit further than usual there. I think it's gonna build towards the left. Usually people plant their war factory here, plop a ref and then move. It's gonna move and Kwos is gonna clear out the top right hand side for drones. Yeah, I'm interested to see Mako this team after this. I don't think so. Mako is late for him. That's what's fearing me for saying I'm playing for. Yeah, not today, not today. They'll probably schedule. If the both of you are set for Friday, I can do Friday. Yep. Yeah, so Latof is going with his normal build. Usually when he was playing Legend on bottom, his build was slightly lacking. Bit of a drone chicken there. He would leave top right often alone and give Legend a lot of space to try to deny that area. I wonder if he's going to do the same here, because when you're top left, you have a huge advantage in being able to sort of cut off your opponent from going to his top right. If you cut off your opponent from going top right, there's a lot of eco dwindle it down. Especially because once you're already here, you can just spacewalk all the way up. Yeah, looks like that's what Latof is gonna do. Establish himself top right, hopefully to deny his Kwos the gems along the top. Kwos does have some presence on the bottom though, but looks like the fight is all going along the top. Yep. Radar? No radar? No, for the first time we don't see an early radar. 3 war factories now, or to 3. Doesn't get a drone in. Saved it pretty well. Yep. Kwos is now prepping to split down the bottom. And yeah, Latof immediately sees that. Counters with his own. There's a radar. You can see a forward racks here. And probably, nah, here there's already a rack there. So this is what reconcile is all about. Set up, set up, set up, set up, set up, execute. So I don't think Kwos wants to give up this sort of area to Latof, because that's gonna deny him a lot of gems. Similar to Latof, he doesn't want to give this area up. But Latof is already on the aggressive. Moving into dog fodder, Connie, Tesso, and Kwos. We're gonna go in a clockwise direction here. Here's our first engagement. Meanwhile, the other side, Latof finally paying attention. Gonna get one miner out of the way. This is definitely not one of Latof's best maps. Gonna lose a fight on the left hand side. Gonna lose a lot of miners along the way. What is he doing on the right hand side? He's gonna skip the rhinos. Kwos a little bit late to that reaction. Go straight for his miners. But he's gonna catch the rhinos out in bad positioning. Defense top left well. And going a tour around, sniping all the miners along the way. He can get out of here scot-free if he controls it well. He's gonna take the fight. Nope. He has to back out of there. And again, we're going in a clockwise direction here. Tanks going back along the right hand side. The lab is out now from Kwos. Oh, Latof going back in a horrific fashion there. Bad tank control, loses a lot of tanks on the way, and now he's out tank on the left hand side. On the right, still holding on, trying to make some damage done. He should move these miners away. Doesn't get any though. None of them has moved to their bigger gem patch yet. So this is where the execution comes in on reconcile. You have war factories to your right and left, and there's a defensive setup by Latof. Similar to Kwos, where he doesn't have a Deso on the other side. 2 Desos, and that is it. So Kwos can't push along top right. But he does have an opportunity in bottom left. The builds are pretty even. Pretty even. But the thing now is Kwos can't defend top right. And Latof has a lot of space to move to the gem patches. So if this goes to a very late game, he'll probably move his MCV. And he'll be able to defend that, but the IC is now out. Interesting. Oof, big Dazzle there. Two smoky boys. And there you go, Latof coming onto the right side here. Going around that Dazzle. See how that goes. Engagement on both sides of the map here. Even on things on the left and right. I think right side Kwos has had it slightly there, but it defends the defender's advantage there from Kwos, and the tank control not really good. Fortunately, he does have reinforcements along the way. Kwos deciding whether he should go to the left or and help, or on the right to defend. He goes to the right and defend. The left side has been lost here by Kwos, and because it's such a huge map, he's able to run away from the tanks and going straight around. Miner now being used as fodder. Latof getting caught in a bad position there. The micro is not there from Latof. He's not individually targeting the tanks. The tanks are shooting the miner. Miner goes down, but the IC is not ready in 30 seconds. Latof is in trouble. He needs to back the fuck out of there. And all of his tanks on the left hand side is gone. His IC is now up. Kwos forces the cell on the MCV. He has everything he needs. And that IC is ready. So Latof will either back off here or try to keep and force Kwos to use the IT in his own base, but I don't think he will ever use that, knowing that he out-tanks Latof from 2 to 1. That is a big throw there. The tank control on the right hand side was very dodgy. They didn't really use it very well, and there's the IT drone. This might be the end of the game for Latof. He's gonna split up his tanks there, which is what you want to do in an IC drone situation. And he drones Kwos himself, actually. So he survives that IC. He 100% survives that IC. Now the advantage is definitely towards him. His IC is gonna be ready in a minute, and he needs to use that to a devastating extent. Yeah, Kwos GG. He doesn't have any more money. And that IC will definitely mean the end of him. So he just quits out, and that is GG. So Latof, he pulls that one 5-4, yeah.